Good morning, America. This is Dr. Turi from the Arizona. And as always, my statement. I am the first cosmic cop teaching humanity to respect the universal code of rules, to understand God, cosmic design, and Jesus' initial cosmic ministry, which is all about astrology and not the Bible. Anyway, today newsletter is kind of a little bit disturbing in some ways because one of my plutonic deadly window will take place on July 4th. And then that is, of course, a big day for the United States. So I'm asking you, before anything, please share this video. Help me save precious lives. All right, so I don't know how many of you can really deny my UFO productive legacy when just a few days before, sudden enough, this building collapse in Florida and this balloon hit power lines in New Mexico, killing so many people. How can anybody deny the shocking, unusual, and weird type of energy that I'm trying to describe to you? You know, I'm using a hell of a lot of key words, but they all mean the same thing: shocking, unusual, weird, bizarre. Something you can't anticipate. Electricity, power line, balloon, earthquakes. It's just one energy that I'm trying to describe that produces a very specific type of news. And in this case, shocking. I don't think all the people and their family who lived in that building, God bless their souls, anticipated this building to fall down. The same type of energy that has created the 9/11 that I predicted well before it happened. During that window, those two airplanes, I mentioned airplane, aeronautic explosion, blew up the two towers in New York. The same type of energy, electronics, NASA, UFOs, airplanes, aeronautics, the same type of energy that blew up the shuttle, killing 7 courageous astronauts. And regardless of my efforts for hours to reach NASA to tell them, please don't sign it now. They didn't know me. And if they did, they would have probably ridiculed me or laughed at me. Meantime, had they listened to me, a hell of a lot of people would be alive today, including those 7 courageous astronauts. That's where we are, my good friend. I'm just trying to explain cosmic energy producing specific news. And unless you really, really do not want to hear the facts, the truth, the reality, you're going to deny it all. But you're not helping yourself. You're not helping humanity. You're not helping the new age of Aquarius by behaving this way. Because in the future, once the dogma is finally cast aside and all the 875 different religions that have been killing so many people over the century, when this is removed and replaced by true cosmic wisdom, when Jesus' initial cosmic ministry is finally recognized and accepted as a solid discipline, there'll be no one single person on this planet who will not be cosmic conscious and not use astrology. And that's why I'm working hard to bring it back to where it belongs now, Courage University, where it used to be a long time ago. And taking this divine cosmic wisdom away is what produced such a chaos. This is what leads our kids to kill themselves, to get an AK-47 and kill everybody before they do so. people in the future will understand the positive and negative group of extraterrestrials that are crossing our planet. Such important informations that I have to pass on for free. At the same time, being the doorway for those souls who are totally degenerated, wondering what is their purpose in life. Those who have no hopes left. Those who really, those truth seekers who need answers. I'm here to guide you, to serve you, to regenerate, to rebuild you, to put some wind under your wings and build up that eagle. And in the process, regardless of what is thrown at you because of your karma, you are able to finish your mission on planet Earth. And if you don't know what your mission is, how can you fulfill your destiny and be happy? That's all I'm all about, my good friend. Helping you. All right, so SOS to the World Deadly Window, July 4th, 2021. I can only tell you, and that's going to be impossible, stay away from groups, stay away from gathering. But life doesn't stop, you're going to say, Dr. Turi. Of course, life doesn't stop, my good friend. Just be cautious and pray God that you are not into one of your personal 2021 negative cosmic biorhythm. Because if so, you'll be part sudden enough of the deadly dramatic statistics that I foresee. Share my wisdom, especially if you're a cop or nor a police officer. Ain't gonna be a normal day. The reptilians are after the police officer, member of the government, and the children. I keep repeating myself because it is only through repetition that they will sink in your consciousness. All right, now I'm going to be in the air with Tracy Austin. Been there before with her. We always do a fantastic show. And again, that will be on July the 25th. So it'll be after this window. So I'll be probably talking about my vision, you know, of the future. So we are going to go back into the future with Tracy Austin on July 25th from 10 to 12 is the standard time. Now, it may be a good idea also for you, and the link is there to check on my good friend, Dr. J radio show, because I gave you the date of the 27th. And what happened on the 27th? Oh, I don't know. I don't watch the news. That's why you have my newsletter. Because I know the news before the news. I am the news before the news. Before whatever you're going to see on Fox or on CNN or whatever news agencies you're following, you come here to read the news before the news. And that's why a lot of you are signing up to my Cosmic Wisdom and to my YouTube channel. So make sure you sign up before you leave so that you get a memo for my next SOS to the World, the Deadly Window, explaining a different type of cosmic wind. We are moving into a plutonic deadly window. Remember the red carpets, the golden gate to the reptilians who reside on Pluto. That's why I call it a plutonic window. Remember, those entities can only survive in dark matter because of your fear, negativity, ignorance, chaos, your refusal to aim for the light, to be a decent human being, to find any excuse to be negative, to give me the thumb down. These are the people who need me the most, yet they are my wildest enemies because they are envious, they are infected, they are unable to assimilate, or even if they do, they will still reject the truth that is right in front of their faces. They are working for the dark. They are working for Satan. They are working for ignorance and stupidity. They are infected by the reptilians. They are promoting the reptilians agenda, and yet they are completely and entirely oblivious of what I'm saying. So be part of the light. Delegate with the positive, the progressive, draconis. We will stimulate your mind to be nice, to create something beautiful. Those beautiful entities will stimulate also our scientists to create wonderful technology, while the reptilians will do the same with scientists to create nukes or mass destruction weaponry using technology. All right, my good friends, the quatrain is obvious, but an island is always ugly face of death, drama, horror, surface. Be cautious where you go, what you do, what you say, because a lot of educated idiots that are in the media have lost their jobs. And that could have been also Rush Limbaugh when he treated a woman, he called her a slut on the air. Then he apologizes. But the reason why he saved his ass is because he was Rush Limbaugh, you know, for $100 million a year contract to talk to a specific group of people or Trump's base. They couldn't get rid of him. It was too big. God bless his soul. And if you read, I predicted his death well before he passes, when nobody knew about his medical ailment or cancer. I'm a cancer survivor myself. God is giving me another chances to fulfill my mission. And God thinks I have people like you out there who trust me, who understand me, and promote my work. So be cautious. July 4th, cops will be killed. Cops will kill people. Crazy, lunatic, infected people will find a way to try to kill you. Be careful, my good friends. I gave the date of the 27th of Dr. J show. See what happened. These crazy guys in machine gun trying to kill everybody. And it's not only in the US. It's like a propagated cancer. We have to fight those entities, and there is only one way to do it, is to do it psychically with the same type of negative energies they need to survive. We have to stop feeding them with negativity, with chaos, with misinformation, with conspiracy, with quatrain, and all this mess that separates us. Thanks to the stars of your president, ex-president. You know, you will read in the newsletter, Trump deserves to go to jail. That's not me who say that. I still firmly believe he should go to jail, but it's not me who say that. Okay, just read it and realize that I'm making more prediction. The Tower of Power will be crashing soon. You see this big building that crashes in Florida? It's an omen. What's an omen? An omen is your subconscious trying to tell you things. The Tower of Trump will crash. What you saw is an omen of things to come, but you haven't been trained to pay attention to omens that are right in front of your eyes in the general public. And I am not there to educate the mass to pay attention to the omens of things to come about the Tower of Power and Trump crashing in Florida, where he resides. And this is why I want to make another movie on Amazon Prime to teach you the power of the superconscious in time and space. But if you don't go there and tell them, hey, we want Dr. Turi's alien contactee to be reinstated, those producers in LA won't ask me to make the movie. What's the point? They're going to turn it down. Luckily for me, divine astrology is still up. For how long, I don't know. And I told you many times before, my internet enemies, religious fanatics, the atheists, the envious, the idiots, the infected souls, the slightly imported reptilians are much more active than you, my good friends. That's why you need to take the time, read the newsletter, click on the link, and talk to those guys. In fact, I put a note that I received from Melissa, and you should read it. Oh, that woman is a Scorpio. You don't mess with Scorpio. She's real. She's a real supporter and she show it. Please do the same. Do it for the sake of humanity. My information about extraterrestrials are real. And then because you have all this famous UFO researcher talking head out there, giving you their views of their reality, doesn't mean it's bad. I'm not bashing any of them. I'm just telling you I'm different. I got a different form of explaining, an explanation of what this various group of extraterrestrials are doing to humanity. And you have to remember, on that alien contactee videos, I predicted that Trump will not be re-elected. And Trump has an immense, immense base that now don't like me because they cannot separate themselves from their deep emotional nature. Their political views and values are all stimulated by fear of the government, fear of power, because they all sign up to conspiracy material and quatrain. My good friend, the 2022 is aiming for every single one of you, positively or negatively, endorse the fate and the future of humanity or participate in the US Capitol invasion. I'm ahead of you, well ahead of you. I see things that you cannot see because your third eye is not open, because you've been indoctrinated to religious poisons or raised by really, really practical, rational, scientist parents that turn you into an atheist. My good friend, there is much more than what your 5 limited human senses can see, understand, appreciate, and in my case, explain. That's where we are, my good friend. And again, don't kill the messengers. I repeat myself, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not even an independent. I'm freaking French. I can't vote. Okay? I am just an astrophile. And nobody who speaks God cosmic language, understands Jesus cosmic ministry. And all I do is translate the stars and fates of all the people from all walks of life, rich, poor, sick, healthy, including President Trump and Biden. As much as you think I said a lot of bad things about Trump, I'll say the same thing for President Biden, because like Trump is a human being in charge of your destiny. And like all the politicians out there, he's not cosmic conscious. What a disaster for humanity, for the US. But that's how it is. In a few years from now, if he managed to make it and don't self-destruct because of those reptilians handling the mind, the emotions of so many oblivious people on Facebook, if he managed to make it, you're going to see all that beautiful new age and its promise of peace and happiness, education, respect, integrity, love, and light, blessing your life on a daily basis. Right? We're not there yet. And it'll happen, but I need your help. Make it happen faster for the sake of our children. Because if they win, and we only have a certain time, the age of Aquarius, which we just started, will be the last age that we'll experience on planet Earth. Remember Aquarius on my letters window, shocking, surprising nuke explosion, Japan, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, nukes. America was born with the tail in Aquarius. Airplane, shocking news, explosion, Pearl Harbor, airplane explosion, 9/11, airplane explosion. Get it? Is that why God sent me to this big country, the most religious country in the world, or one of the most religious, fanatic country in the world? America was based on a puritanical principle, but they brought the cancer with them. because they didn't know better. That's all. And I'm trying to reverse all that. Good luck to me. Can only do that. You know, when I wrote the quatrain you will see in the newsletter, and as always, you got to read it and keep up with all the news I'm going to add it, because by the time this video is over, this window is always, it's melting. Okay, it's melting. We're going to start to see more of these crazy people killing people. So I'm going to put it there. So you need to go back often to that newsletter and read the quatrain that I wrote about Hitler in 2013, for God's sake. That was well before Trump came in power, or even think of coming in power. I was ahead of him. And I also make a quatrain telling him he was going to hit the bottom in June. You read those quatrains, somebody must be right. And learn about your president, your ex-president idiosyncrasy. Click on the link that says, I'm a Gemini, I will make you hate Spain. Click, educate yourself, raise your cosmic awareness. And I can do the same for Biden. I did for my VIPs. So if you're interested, become a VIP. You should know those deadly windows all throughout the year. At the beginning of the month, you should know. If you decide to take a trip somewhere, take an airplane or go on holiday, at least you know when those nasty windows are. You ain't going to take a chance and try to jump off an airplane or take a balloon trip. That doesn't mean all balloons are going to go down on that day. No, 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 no. Again, remember, life doesn't stop. But if your negative cosmic biorhythm is in place, conjuncting or aligning with one of my SOS to the world, goodbye, you're gone. Knowledge is power, ignorance is evil. And remember, God created the stars and the heavens for more than the sake of beauty. He gave them to us for interpretation so that we may lead a safer, more productive life. And knowing the future is the reincarnation of your thought, okay? If we cannot beat the reptilians, and sad enough, they won the game. And my movie, Alien Contactee, cannot be reinstated. At least get the book, Beyond the Secret. It's there in the newsletter. Learn all about the power of your thought and how from hell in France, in England, when I could not even afford a bicycle, I landed in America. Under the sun, under the light, love, light, health. I even beat cancer in this country. Get educated on the power of those stars and how they affect your destiny and how they connect with your subconscious. The most powerful, the most refined, the most incredible area of the human experience, your subconscious. You haven't been trained. That's why I wrote such a big book explaining the magical power that is buried in this dark area. How can I explain that to you in an easy way? Think of you getting something in a bag, okay? You can't go in the bag, you're too big, so you're going to put your hand in the bag. And that's you, that's me, that's all the human being on this big, huge bag on Earth in this dark area. Nobody understands exactly what we're here for. Pretty easy to me. So that's where God resides, stops an infection and knows everything about you. He knows every single little tips and forever. And then and there, you create your reality and your learning as you were made in the image of God, that there is no difference between you and God. You inherited the same creative power as God himself. And do you think the church authority or the Vatican want to teach you that? Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Knowledge is power. Ignorance is evil. Google Dr. Turi, Pope Francis, and see all the popes being taught astrology when they said, oh, don't talk to Dr. Turi, don't talk to astrology, you're going to go to hell. You're already in hell in your ignorance and your fear feeding the reptilians. Look at the pictures of all the popes learning about the dragon and all the signs of the zodiac. Just Google Dr. Turi, Pope Francis, and have fun. Because I'm here to teach you the truth. And that's why, again, that's why I'm still here and my numbers are growing more and more and more. I can't wait to hit the 10,000 marks. The one who end up being the 10,000 subscriber, okay, I will check my stat. I'll give him one of my book for free, even I'll sign it for that person. That's going to be an interesting mark. We have well over 10,000 people on the Cosmic Code, and in between LinkedIn 5,000, Facebook 5,000. I'm limited on those areas, 5,000 subscribers. And then yesterday, knowing the moon was in Aquarius, New Age, electronic airplane, you know what we did? My wife and I, we went to Tucson to the museum, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And you want to see all the pictures and the video that we took of all these airplanes and all these things involving NASA, Japanese fighters. I mean, some mind-boggling. Go to my Facebook page. It's Dr. Star's son. Dr. Star's space son. Just if you have a Facebook page, okay, locate it, look at all these beautiful pictures we took, because we adapt. I know when those energies are supporting our endeavors. And I told her, since the moon is in Aquarius, it's all about airplane, electronic, airports, the very old and the very new. So why don't we go just to this museum and enjoy our day? My God, was it a good thing to do when you align your work, your endeavors with the stars? So just go there. And then maybe, you know, copy the link of my newsletter and share it on your page. Be part of the solution, my good friends. So let's see. Well, you've been patient, so it's time to do the tarot cards. Again, remember, I do not know. Okay, I do not know. I don't look, because I don't want you to think I'm looking here. I'm not looking. I'm putting a card. Okay, and this card's going to be a reflection, pretty much, of the energy you have with me today. What is it? It's me. See, I'm the devil. I'm the devil. Oh my gosh, I'm practicing astrology. I'm the devil. This is what Christians call me, the devil. Of course, I'm not the devil. And that's you. You see that? That's a child. That's a person, a man, a woman, a baby, a teen. I'm here to open your eyes. You see, open your eyes. Understand that what the politically oriented church over the century wanted you to believe is completely wrong. You've been taking a ride, a big, huge deceptive ride on the wave of deception that has increased all over the world like a huge cancer. You got to listen to what people call me, the devil, when I am not the devil. And let me open your eyes. Hope that works for you. This is how you read your subconscious, that will always tell you things are real. Subconscious don't lie. God don't lie. In order to understand God, you need to understand this cosmic language so that you can promote Jesus' initial cosmic ministry. Again, it's all about astrology. It has nothing to do with the Bible. Until then, my good friend, again, return to this video. Remember, police will be killed. Police will kill people. Crazy lunatic will kill people. Terrorist activity, death, drama. I don't have no joy to tell you these things, my friend. But life doesn't stop. Just be very conscious of where you go, what you do, where you say. So this way, you keep your life and you keep your job. Until then, my good friend, God bless all of you, and we shall see you again in the future. Bye-bye.